feeling nila they have been deprived of that power that is rightly theirs. Yun eh.
They feel entitled.
Yes. Sobrang taas ng feeling ng entitlement nitong mag-asawang ito. Ikaw pa ang tumulong sa kanila. Wala ka pang siningil kahit piso. Ikaw pa may utang na loob sa mga...
At ikaw pang gigipitin pag ikaw ay nanindigan laban sa kanila.
Actually, Kuya Eric, 3 na yung kaso kong disbarment sa IBP.
Kaya narinig namin.
Yung isa.
And that's what they did also kay Pastor Kibuloy.
Yeah, actually, hindi lang kay Pastor Kibuloy,
sa
kay
SMNI.
Governor Hubahid, SMNI, si Maharlika, ako.
Ikaw.
Pero so far, ang pinakamarami yatang kaso ako, 3. 3 yung disbarment case ko sa IBP. Yung 2 na-serve, yung isa natanggap ko recently.
Yes.
So parang, nagsalita ako sa Davao, meron akong kaso. Nagsalita ako sa Cebu, meron akong kaso. Nagsalita ako sa Tago, meron na naman akong kaso. So every time na magsasalita ako, may kaso ako.
Malamang ganun din ang mangyayari sa amin ni Ma'am Lorraine Maribado. We expect that na magagawin nila yon. Kakasuhan ka, liligwakin ka. Kagaya ng ginawa ni Atty. Glenn Chong para ma-justify ni Lisa Marcos ang pangingialam sa deployment ng ISAF at ng ating Armed Forces Operatives sa Turkey, nag-file muna ng kaso laban sa target na asawa para magkaroon daw ng cover sa extraction operations na ito. Tingnan natin muna ito, Atty. Glenn Chong, at nang ma-recall ng taong bayan how dangerous when the president elected by the people is being manipulated and controlled by the wife who is not elected but doing dangerous operations in behalf of the powers of the president.
Every single day ng buhay ko, iniisip ko ang pagnanakaw ng mga putang gobyerno. Every single day. Ang pagnanakaw ni Lisa ngayon, yung bago niya na kasabwat sa kidnapping, siyang mastermind, kasama ang DFA! Bulabugin nyo yan! Si Manalo at si Teddy Boy Locsin, dapat kayong managot! Kayong dalawa, ang asawa ni Teddy Boy Locsin Jr., managot kayo! Kasabwat kayo ni Lisa sa kidnapping! Isang high crime yan! Na dapat ninyong pagbayaran, kinidnap nyo ang mga kabataan, 2 batang inosente, binigyan nyo ng traumatic experience ang kanilang nanay, ang kanilang pamilya, at nakipagsabwatan kayo kay Lisa Marcos. Ayop kayo, walang gobyerno sa Pilipinas dahil kayo mismo ang nagpaparusa sa mga walang kamuang-muang na mga kabataan. Tapos may pa-imbestiga pa kayo dyan sa Kongreso? Ontiveros, imbestigahan mo si Lisa. Rally 2022, bago pa maupo sa pandaraya ang kanyang asawa. Eto.
Hi Louie, how are you? I'm here in Bacolod. Campaigning for my hubby, look, with Marie Chris and a bunch of gay people. But anyway, the reason why I called you is I have a favor to ask you. We gave all the documents na to Mila, but syempre iba pang tumawag ka. A good friend of ours, Francis Chua, basically has a problem in Istanbul, in Turkey, so he went to court. The judge issued an order in his favor, so now we're just having everything authenticated so that it can be served in the embassy in Istanbul, right? So Mila has all the documents. I won't bore you with the details, but if you could call Mila and just give a little push. Everything's above board, don't worry. I'm very good at that. But yeah, that's it. So I hope to see you soon.
Okay, so dyan sa galit na galit sa akin, dahil expose natin na ang kanyang pagiging utak ng sindikato, o kay utak na pagdukot nga ng mga bagets. So narinig nyo na yan, pero dyan sa galit na galit, dahil dyan sa message ko yan, balikan nyo lang yung 2-3 video ko about it, na talagang siya ay parte ng pag-extract sa mga bata. Diba? Pinatunayan yan mismo ng audio ng kanyang social secretary ni Marcos Jr. na si Biang Azubel, na kung saan na nakiusap kay Lisa Araneta Marcos na i-hold muna ang pagpapalit sa ISAF ng chief dahil nga nasa Turkey na ang mga inutusan ni Lisa para dukutin ang mga bata. Yun yung mga anak ni Chua, right? So ito, pakinggan natin natin para sa kalwanan ng ating bayan.
Liz, hi. Sorry to bother you, but I just got a call from Thor, and they're a bit concerned because they've gotten an order now that the chief of ISAP is supposed to be changed by Tuesday, and there are people that are out to do some extraction. If it's possible to just keep the ISAP as is daw para hindi magulo yung extraction kasi 2 weeks pa yata or something like that. Or please call Thor. I might be saying the wrong thing.
Ayaw pansinin ng Kongreso at Senado. Paano papansinin yan? Even the Department of Justice. Wala namang dahil hawak ni Lisa yan. Sabi ko nga mga kababayan, ito ay what? High crime ito. High crime na ang First Lady ay nakialam sa pag-kidnap. Narinig niyo mismo sa kanyang social secretary na si Bianca Zubel ang salitang extraction.
Hi Louie, how are you? I'm here in Bacolod. Campaigning.
Ayun. Mga kababayan, malinaw po na kailangan natin dito balikan ito, Atty. Glenn Chong, because you were exposing two actually. Ang isa hindi mo pa pinangalanan na how Lisa has the penchant, Lisa Araneta Marcos, the penchant to manipulate people, manipulate and abuse her connections with government institutions and agencies. Now nakita natin ito, hindi lang sa eleksyon, na ginawa niya 2 high crimes o violation of election laws na dapat managot sila ng kanyang asawa according to your assertion. Now, how do you react? Pinakialaman pati ang Intelligence Service of the Armed Forces of the Philippines, no less than Bianca Zubel, I think anak ito ni Inigo Zubel, na kaibigan nila, na Social Secretary, nagko-confirm that Lisa and them are into an operation at ang cover nila kaso laban sa nanay ng mga bata na tinarget nilang dukutin, quote unquote, according to Maharlika, from Turkey, Attorney Glenchong.
Unang-una, let's put this in the right perspective context. Itong kaso laban kay distressed mother. We call her distressed mother. Apparently, itong family distressed mother, they come from a town in Leyte. Where galing doon din yung tatay ko. So magkakakilala-kilala yung sila. Then one day, yung pinsan ni distressed mother called me and she said na yung kaso daw na final is to remove the parental custody from distressed mother para mapunta kay Francis Chua.
Yung contractor.
Oo. Yung contractor, ito yung anak ng may-ari ng Mac Builders sa Ormoc City. One of the biggest construction companies in Region 8. Kilala ko yan kasi yung pamilya ko may construction company din kami. So we go around the same circles. So ito yan sila, Mac Builders. And then, ang sabi ng pinsan ni distressed mother, pumunta doon sa tatay nila, may mga taong pumunta doon at pinapipirma siya ng dokumento.
Itong nanay?
Yung father ni nanay. Yung father ni distressed mother, pinapapirma ng dokumento na sira ulo yung anak niya. So, apparently, yun ang ginamit nila sa korte para the court will rule in favor of Francis
And
Chua.
do you believe that these operations was hatched by Lisa?
No. Ang operation later on. Ito yung kaso na, ito muna yung kaso because this has a bearing with my comment. So, minanipula nila sa korte. It appears to be that minanipula nila ang the korte acted in favor kay Francis Chua. Binigyan niya ng parental custody because pumirma nga ng tatay ni distressed mother na sira ulo siya. So, dito yung manipulation. But of course, the judge is not aware of that, I suppose. So, ito na, meron ng court order. Ito yung ginamit ni Lisa Marcos para i-push yung asawa ni Teddy Boy Locsin, na i-push yung asawa niya na tulungan yung si Francis Chua. This was before naging nadeklarang winner ang kanyang husband. No, I refuse to call Mr. Marcos president. He was declared the winner in the 2022 election. That's factual.
But the mandate is questionable.
Pero hindi ko siya tatawagin presidente kasi nga may improper meeting minanipula ni Lisa Marcos That throws a big question mark on his mandate.
Yes.
So, nung naging naupo na sila sa pwesto, ito na, nagpadala na ng extraction team. Nagpadala ng extraction team si Lisa Marcos composed of ISAFP agents doon sa Istanbul, sa Turkey. Now,
which is illegal in the first place. The first lady does not have authority over the armed forces.
Yun nga ang sabi ko nga, matatanong yung mga military, yung sa military establishment sa police, bakit hindi yung commander-in-chief ang nagbibigay ng utos sa atin? Bakit yung may hawak ng panty?
Yeah.
Forgive me kasi hindi lang sa under the saya, under the panty. So, sorry.
So how serious is that offense of the First Lady interfering, directing, and manipulating our agency ng armed forces sa intelligence?
Eto nga, ako yung general, o ako yung police general, o army general. Why am I going to follow the order of this woman who is not even elected?
Correct.
Sampig ka lang dyan Hindi ikaw ang hinalal, ba't ikaw magbibigay ng order sa akin? Tapos pag ako mag-aakla, sasabihin mo, insurrection, rebellion, sedition.
Tama.
I'm just following the lawful chain of command.
And they were able to execute the operation.
Yes, ito ang bigger problem mga kababayan. Ang supposed na ginamit dito is yung order ng korte natin, ang supposed order ng korte natin ay pinadala doon, gamit ang ating embahada, doon sa korte sa Istanbul, Turkey. Para yung korte doon will rule on the propriety of the judgment. Authentic ba ito?
So naging cover operation ito?
Hindi, dapat Kuya Eric, Tita Luri, mga kababayan, yung order ng korte natin, pinadala doon sa korte, final, sa korte sa Turkey. At yung korte ang magde-decide if this is authentic and then implement it.
Korte ng Turkey?
Yes, korte ng Turkey. Tapos, siyempre, pagbibigyan yung nanay ng chance na sumagot, ayaw nila doon kasi ma-prove ng nanay na, I am in control of my faculties, I am sane. Hindi dapat tama yung decision ng korte sa Pilipinas.
So,
ang ginawa, sinortcut.
She applied undue pressure.
Yes.
Kaya extraction ng term.
Kaya extraction ng term. That's the...
Attorney Glenn, hold your line. At mayroong isang video para mag-sustain dyan sa sinasabi mo, how manipulative the First Lady is shortcutting the process of authority na hindi siya presidente pero napakadelikadong pinapagalaw niya ang instruments of the state like the armed forces of the Philippines. Tungayan natin ito.
Hi, this is Lisa and I'm walking in the PSG compound. I just want everyone to know that I have nothing to do with ISAP. I don't know the people involved. I have nothing to do with appointments. I leave that up to my husband. And if I find out that somebody's using my name, I shall tell my husband not to appoint you, okay? So I hope this is clear for everyone. Right, Demi, can you please disseminate this to everybody because I'm sick and tired of people using my name.
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much. Bye.
Ayun.
So in one sentence, she says that she has nothing to do with the appointments. And in the same breath, she says, if I find out, I'll tell my husband not to appoint you.
Ang sa likod niya
Gumagamit ka ba ng utak ito?
ang sa likod niya was the PSG commander.
Yeah.
Now,
Painful to
Major
watch.
General na sa CRS.
Yeah.
And it appears may iba pang mga recordings na ipinalabas yata sa isang episode ni Marlica na na-mention itong pangalan ni Dem. Dem is Demi Sagala,
Sagala.
General Sagala. So we can interview him also para magpaliwanag dito. How do you react doon sa denial ni Lisa Marcos na
Nothing to
kagigising
do
lang
with
yata?
appointments.
Oh,
Wala bang
kagigising
suklay?
I direct
Is
this.
she like, ano? Akala ba niyang ganda niya na, I woke up like this.
I direct this directly to Lisa Marcos. Lam, you are not a convincing liar.
Yeah.
At least when you lie, make yourself convincing. This case, you're not. You see, tama ang sinabi ni Tita Lorraine. You said in the first part na wala kang kinalaman sa mga appointments. But in the latter part, sabi mo, pag nalaman kung ginagamit mo yung
Exactly.
pangalan ko, sasabihin ko sa asawa ko, huwag kayong i-appoint.
Parang there's no
naturally
awareness.
conflicting.
Also, there's no awareness of how high-handed that sounds. Lagot kayo sa akin.
Ano ba?
Oo.
Hindi daw siya nakikialam.
Oo.
Pero nakikialam.
Hindi raw siya nakikialam, pero
Pero
sasabihin
nakikialam.
niya sa asawa. these are self-defeating arguments, no, di ba? Mutually defeating arguments. So, well, kung ganon, which one of these two statements ang mananaig? The last one.
Correct.
At saka ano,
Yung last
she's
expression of
been
will.
caught in a lie because she said that hindi niya kilala yung ISAP head, but that recording,
Yeah.
she knows.
At ang nagpapatotoo, hindi lang si Atty. Glenn Chong sa kanyang
What a
analysis.
liar.
Si Bianca Subel, nagsasabi, Hi Lisa, Thor is asking
Oo.
me, pwede mo bang ipatigil muna yung turnover
Kasi
ng
may
kumain?
instruction.
You know, these people talk to me so I can teach you about the age of information. There is nothing you can hide anymore. So don't be a liar, be authentic.
Yes, that's true.
Atty. Glenn Chong,
Yes.
with this kind of situation we are in right now, saan
Terrible.
patutungo ang bansang minamahal natin with the kind of the president who is not actually running the affairs of the government, and yet tinitiis natin ang mga illegal at iskandalusong ginagawang pang-aabuso ng poder niya in his behalf, wala siyang ginagawa. At ang mamamayan ang nagsasuffer nito, at ikaw na mismo bilang abogado nagsasabi na hindi ito pwedeng pinapalampas o pinapalagpas ng mamamayan at mga institutions of checks and balance in our country. Now, talk to the people, please, Atty. Glenn Chong, in the last part of our interview.
Mga kababayan, every time na nangyayari ito, may hinalal, di umano tayo. Allegedly lang, kasi di naman na tayo sigurado, totoo talaga yung boto niya. Of course, kung si VP Sara Duterte, sigurado ako dyan 100%, totoo yung 32 million.
Kasi
That's
hindi
why
siya nagmanipula ng
Hindi siya
election.
nagmanipula. Wala siyang kinalaman doon sa mga manipulasyon ni Lisa Marcos because naturally, Lisa hates her. So, ito mga ginagawa ng isang tao, mga kababayan, na hindi natin halal. Sampid lang siya sa idineklarang kandidatong nanalo sa eleksyon. Pero effectively siya nagpapatakbo ng gobyerno. This is undermining the very serious foundation of our democracy and survival of our people as a country. Every time na gagawin ito, sabi ko na nga kanina, yung extraction na yan, using state actors from the Republic of the Philippines,
Correct.
papasok ka sa isang sovereign country like Turkey.
Terrible.
Anong reaksyon ni Recep Tayyip Erdogan, yung presidente ng Turkey, pag nalaman niyang in-extract yung dalawang bata, kinidnap ni Lisa Marcos
Ang
ng
kinikutan ng
Pilipinas?
kanilang soberanya.
Yes, pinaikot sila doon sa kanilang sovereignty. So anong mangyayari? We will have a bilateral relations damage. Madadamage yung bilateral relations
Very
damage sa
serious.
Turkey. That is one concrete example. Wala siyang pakialam dyan. So every time na shortcut mo yung proseso o mamanipulahin mo yung gobyerno, yung batas, yung institusyon, you weaken the very foundations of democracy. You weaken the
Correct.
system of government. Pag na-weaken ang gobyerno, ang mga institusyon ng gobyerno, example, na-weaken mo ang ombudsman, na-weaken mo ang Commission on Audit, na-weaken mo ang military establishment, then who reigns supreme? Si Lisa Marcos. That is something we should never allow. Because as free-thinking Filipinos, we have dignity, we have the right to fight for our future,
Correct.
for our country. At in no small measure, tayong lahat may sakripisyo. Si Tita Lorraine, si Kuya Eric, they suffered too. Remember, they were detained in the House of
I have a question.
Representatives.
I have a question. People will say that you're saying this because you didn't get a job. Diba? So,
Go ahead.
why then, and you know how vengeful this government is at yung paninikil and how they're going to do everything to make you pay for what you're saying now.
Yeah.
And yet you're talking. Why?
Tita Lorraine, the biggest proof I can give you, mga kababayan, that I don't need a job.
Yeah.
My family's wealth is enough for me to live 3 lifetimes comfortably.
Wow, sana all.
Hindi po ako nagmamayabang.
It means
Kidding.
you don't
I'm
live,
kidding. Yeah.
you don't live out of public funds.
Yes.
And you don't need that
Yeah.
kind of
Tunay
position.
ko dyan, Kuya Eric, Tita
Yeah.
Lorraine, is hindi ko siningil si Marcos ng 6 na taon.
Yes.
Na nagtrabaho ako sa
Pro bono.
kanila. Pro bono. As in, walang acceptance fee, walang retainer. As in, gratis itamore.
And parang your track record talaga will speak for itself.
Correct.
Yung to clean our elections, it has been your advocacy even though even for years already
Yeah,
now, di ba?
correct.
And why is that?
Yeah,
Why is that?
Remember, good you point that out. In social media, I could have monetized my Facebook account.
Yes.
True.
I could have earned a lot. Alam ng mga kababayan natin doon, yung mga nagpa-follow sa akin, minimum 100,000
Yes.
nanonood sa akin pag nalive ako. Maraming pera yun. But I did not because I didn't want to give Smartmatic that chance to accuse me na he's living off by fighting
Yeah.
us.
And
Yeah.
you're risking your life and career,
Yes.
your profession as a lawyer, your safety and comfort as a person by exposing the high crimes of election crimes na nakumit na mag-asawang ito. What will you gain about that?
Also,
You know-
I think the miscalculation of this si Tambalosdo, si Marcos, si Lisa, is that they don't know that there are people like you,
Yes.
even
Like
people like
us.
us, who
Or
really
the three
don't
of us
care
here,
all
Marlica,
that much
Marlica.
for money.
Yeah.
We're not about that. We're about our country and
Correct.
doing what's right. So anyway, go ahead.
Anyway, Atty.
Itong
Glenchong,
point na gusto kong-
ang main point na gusto
Yeah.
mong i-deliver doon sa tanong ni Ma'am Lorraine, please do it na
Yes,
you're not
yes.
doing this just because may agravyo ka sa kanila personal.
No, actually, nung last na meeting namin ni Hubert Guevara, yung namayapang Senior Deputy Executive Secretary, may listahan siyang dala ng lahat ng bakanting posisyon ng gobyerno at pinagpipilian sa akin. Sabi ko, tapos nyo na akong pinaglaruan, ayoko na.
Yeah.
Pang-apat na beses
Tama.
na to. I mean, I also have dignity. May pagtingin din ako sa sarili ko. I value
Respeto,
myself. May
yeah.
worth din ako.
Correct.
Hindi ako parang batang papipiliin nyo tapos ay mali pala yung pinili. Babawiin na naman natin. No, I don't want to go through that trauma. Tao
Tama,
din
tama.
lang ako. Nasasaktan din ako. So sabi ko, you keep your list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ito yung exact word na binigay ko sa kanya, I will not beg for crumbs. Dahil hindi naman ako exactly pulubi.
Correct.
So, ito ang mensahe ko kay Lisa Marcos. Siguro sa tingin mo, luluhod ako sa iyo for a position. Hindi mo ako kilala sa 6 na taon na kasama kita. Remember, sinabi mo sa akin, Lisa Marcos, your idealism is contagious. Ako, sinabi mo sa akin yan nung nagyosi tayo. Your idealism is contagious. It's just so unfortunate, hindi kita nahawa doon sa idealism ko.
Yun. At hindi idealismo ang panggagamit, pagmamanipula, pagkaabuso ng poder, at panloloko sa mamamayan. Yan po ay pagtataksil sa taong bayan.
You know what? What's amazing to me about these people, they're in their 60s. Our age, For me, I'm turning 62 this year, So, at this age, kasi your thoughts really turn towards what you're gonna leave behind.
Yes.
Kasi
Legacy.
sandali ka na lang dito
Yes.
I could
Legacy.
die tomorrow, di ba? And yet, it seems like this is not part of their,
You
it's
know,
not part of their
Kuya
landscape.
Eric,
Yeah,
ito rin, mga
Soulless,
kababayan.
these people.
You know, a lot of world leaders had always thought about how to maintain their power, how to
Yeah.
become immortal.
Yeah.
Example, si Genghis Khan. Oh, he was roaming around Central Asia looking for that elixir of life.
Yes.
But hindi yan ang means of immortality.
No.
For me, the means of immortality is yung investment mo sa buhay na to.
Yes.
Na siyang makakatulong sa mas maraming tao that will remember you for posterity
Tama.
sa ginawa mo para sa kanila.
Exactly well said.
That is the life, that is the immortality for a leader.
Atty.
Living
Glenchong.
for a leader.
Thank you.
Gugustuhin man namin
Wonderful.
ni Ma'am Lorraine, wonderful discussion with you. Yung tungkol sa sabi ng mga taong bayan, really? Kagigising lang ba ni Pangulong Marcos nang sinabi niya na he will ensure safe environment for journalists? Atty. Glenchong, konting tiis lang sa ating mga, or sabay lang, sa ating Pilipinas, sa ating mahal. Kasi kahapon nagdeklara siya, ibibigay natin kay Ma'am Lorraine ang ganitong kagigising lang sa deklarasyon niya ng Pangulo na mayroon daw siyang paninindigan para sa critical media na kanyang gagarantiyan.
Ang ibabasa ko dito, paki-flash mamaya, ay ang magbabasa nito ay ako na naging biktima ng panggigipit ng Marcos administration na pinapatahimik kami.
Yes.
At ang nagbabasa nito ay parte ng SMNI na ngayon ay talagang isinupil ng walang kahihiyan na administrasyon na ito.
Go ahead, Ma'am
Okay, so this president declares a free and safe environment daw for journalists under bagoong Pilipinas. Okay?
Go.
Marcos declared on Monday to provide a free and safe environment for journalists in the Philippines as envisioned under the Bagoong Pilipinas campaign of the administration. He also committed to defend press freedom.
Wow.
Oh, did you hear him, Eric? When
Press
we were being
freedom,
detained
my
and to bring justice. Although the PT forms, through the PT forms to the members of the press who were slain in line of their noble duty to the Filipino people and the Philippines. Quote, under the banner of a Bagoong Pilipinas, we are steadfast in adhering to our shared mission of advancing the welfare of the Filipinos and nurturing a truly free and safe environment for all journalists.
Really?
Wow! Declamation contest para doon siya magaling. Marcos was the guest honor during the FOCAP. No? My goodness. Wow,
Attorney
it's
Glenchong,
really
Ma'am-
amazing.
Ma'am Lorraine, isa lang po ang challenge ng taong
just
bayan sa'yo.
words, again.
Tanggalin po ninyo Pangulong Marcos Jr. Kung totoo ka sa sinasabi mo ito, hindi pang declamation contest at pang oratorical contest. Ang illegal, mapang-abuso,
Immoral.
at bulastog na order at immoral na order ng National Tyrannical Commission or NTC na nagkakaroon ng indefinite suspension against SMNI with a valid legally issued franchise until 2044, then we will believe you and babawiin namin ang sinasabi namin na ikaw ay posibleng nag-hallucinate, nakagigising mo lang sa panaginip
Alam mo,
na may press freedom kang pinapangalagaan.
Alam mo, Eric, Attorney Glenn, no? Ginagaya kasi niya yung tatay niya, na pasista din. Na ang unang ginawa ay yung pagsupil, no, sa press freedom.
Oo.
But unfortunately, he doesn't have the brains of his father.
Yes,
Yan ang
malayo.
at least with the old Marcos, no, there was IRRI, that sort of thing, di ba? But with him, he's a watered down version of his father. No, he doesn't even come close to his father, and he has the bloody gall to play the playbook of his father. No?
Yeah.
My God.
At Atty. Glenchong, bilang huling tanong namin at reaksyon mo dito, ang pangliligwak, ang paggamit ng kapangyarihan ng kanyang pinsan, pang-aabuso, pang-babastos, sa totoong medyang nagtatanggol ng kapayapaan, demokrasya at nation building like SMNI, ginipit pati si Pastor Kibuloy, binalahura ang ating mga mamamayan na nakikinig dito sa SMNI at sa mga programa nito, and yet the President...
Pinatahimik ang press, Eric.
Ang press freedom, ang press ay kung hindi man...
Nakakabingi ang katahimikan ng press ngayon.
Dahil pinususyonan na nila. Kung hindi nila pinususyonan sa pera, pinususyonan ng influence at ng
Takot.
pressure at takot. Attorney Glenchong, how ironic these words coming from the President as a mula sa sariling pag-iisip nang sinabi niyang he is protecting press freedom and safe space.
Kahit na
Safe
vloggers,
space.
tinatalo
Tinatakot
nila.
niya.
No? Tinatalo nila,
Yes.
vloggers.
Para kasuhan.
Para kasuhan. Attorney Glenchong, that will be our final question and your take on this controversial at katawa-tawang statement ni Marcos Jr. on press freedom guarantee.
Tita Lorraine, Kuya Eric, mga kababayan, I would like to believe that Marcos for one day did not use cocaine. So, nag-wear off yung cocaine and he was able to say these things. So,
Nakabotol ako. Sorry, Attorney Glenchong.
sorry,